folks, how you doing? Suzy Meadows here. Welcome, welcome. It is my normal Facebook Live on Mondays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it is March 7th today. As you come on, let me know you're joining me by typing in a comment or giving me a thumbs up or something so I know you're there. And this is live, and you'll know where you're live is up in that very top corner. There is a red rectangle that says live. Otherwise, you're watching the replay, which is totally dandy. Or you may be watching YouTube, because I save these over on my YouTube channel. So, and if you are on YouTube, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up or a comment there, and hit that bell, because that will give you notifications of when I upload videos. So, well, hey, welcome, welcome. It is a gray Indiana day, so, but that's okay. I'm inside where I'm nice and warm. I'm Suzy Meadows, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we are going to do some crafting, and it's all about the tulips. We are in March, so that is, we're getting close to spring. Even though I know really it's not till like maybe like the 21st or something. Anyway, doesn't matter. We had nice weather over the weekend. So, and in town, I saw some daffodils coming up, getting ready to burst. But anyway, so this is all about the tulips. And I am going to be using the Timeless Tulips, which is actually an older stamp set. But I'm going to show you how it goes with a lot of the new goodies we've got. So let me go ahead and turn you down, and then of course once you're down we'll rearrange. So hang on just a minute as I get the buttons going and get it all down. And see, I need to move things just a little bit, so hang on. I am still, my back went out last Sunday. And actually what it is, it's a sciatic nerve. I'd never had such an issue before in my life. But holy cow, do I have empathy with folks that have their backs or a sciatic nerve issue. My goodness, did I feel that. So, but because of that, I can't stand for very long. So I'm going to go ahead and take this down. Well, first I'm going to make sure we are broadcasting. So I'm going on my iPad. I'm going to go over to my double check that it is going. It looks like it is. Good deal. Okay. Yes. Oh, Marie, I see you're watching. Excellent. You are probably heading to class. So be safe as you travel. Okay. Like I said, this is all about the tulips. And yes, we're going to use this older stamp set that's in the annual catalog. But I want to show you some of the new stuff, which is, oh, isn't this paper pretty? This is the Flowering Fields, and it's a 12 by 12 inch. But of course, you know, they're double-sided. But I just wanted to show you, let you see what some of this yumminess is. And with this, we are also going to look to see some other coordinating. Now, this paper can be found in our mini catalog, and it's on page 15, and it's the Flowering Fields, the 12 by 12. And so you can see there are some other stamp sets that coordinate really well with it, the Flowering Tulips Bundle and the Tulip Fields. Well, I'm going to be using here the paper and showing what else goes with it. So, so we'll get this off to the side here. And then we're going to make one card, but then I have several other cards to show you. So let's get this gorgeous paper out of the way. Wouldn't that be a fun background to work on the whole time? So, okay, we are going to, like I said, we are going to use the Timeless Tulips. We're going to use the big tulip. We're going to use the stem, a leaf, and sayings. So, let me get that over here. Oh, and we're also going to use the Stripes and Splatters 3D embossing folder. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and use that right now and run it through. This is our mini cut and emboss machine. And if you've been eyeing this baby, gang, for the month of March, it's 20% off. So instead of $60, it's $40. So you might just check that out. You might keep that in mind. And then we also have several bundles of die bundles that work in this. And so I'm gonna, now of course I have paper down, so that means it wants to slide around. If I didn't have my working paper, it wouldn't be moving around as much, but that's okay. And I know I'm shaking your world, but that's just part of it. So there we go. Yep, get this out of the way. And this is nice because it's a little baby. It's 3 inches. Oops, see, loud when you put it together too. So, and this is nice because it gives you the instructions, what you need. So I'm using the 3D folders. So it's saying I need plate 1, the embossing folder, and plate 4. So let's get this out of the way though, because we're done with this. And we'll get all our pieces and parts out here. So we've got that. Let me get this up closer so you can see. There you go. Can you see that? Isn't that pretty? Yes, I like that. And I like the splatters. I use that. In fact, I have a card to show you. So, okay, and we are going to use just a plain old card base. I like using the thick. This is just half a sheet of cardstock cut in half and scored. And here is some of that pretty paper we're going to use. And then here we are actually going to stamp on this right here. So, now this is a challenge because I stand up when I stamp. But courtesy of that sciatic nerve, I can't stand very long at all. So we'll see what we can do. I'm inking this up. And I think I'm gonna put you right here. This is Petal Pink. And so Petal Pink is a little, you'll notice it's a little brown right now. But it turns out really pretty when it's dry. And I'm going with the colors that are in this paper. That's Poppy Parade, Pool Party, there's our Petal Pink. You could even do Calypso Coral, like I said, Pool Party, and some different greens. So, and with I'm gonna use Pear Pizzazz. I like using some different greens as I do things. Let me see, I'm gonna do my stem. And I'm going to put a little piece of paper here because I will probably go off. As in I'll put more ink on than what's really, I think I'll go right. The nice thing about these photopolymer is you can see through. So there we go. We're just going like that. Perfect. Okay, good deal. And now we need a leaf. And I've already got these and put them on the blocks. So that way you don't have to wait for me to get that done. I think we could go this way. I think I will. I think I'll go just like that right there. Just hold it, and I'm just going straight down because I want the ink to transfer. Okay, so that, oh, now I want a sentiment. And I want to use this little hello. And I could use Petal Pink. I think I will. I will use Petal Pink instead of my green. So I need to get that back out. So get this here. Now, I don't know if you have this stamp set. This came out, a couple springs ago because I actually did a class locally with this. And so I know some of you have this. And at that time, it was a bundle. It had the Tulip Builder Punch. That came with it. And you know, when there's bundles, that means it's 10% off. So we are going to put this right here. And I like using my liquid glue. I think I've mentioned that before. It gives me a little bit of time to finagle, to move stuff, so I don't have to be totally precise. So we're going to put that right in the middle there. Looks good. Yep. Okay, and I like flipping it over, and there we go. Okay, so we've got this. So now we are ready to put our card together, gang. Okay, and I'm going to use, in the back of that, really pretty. I like that. Looks like clouds. I have not played very much with this yet. I'm looking forward to doing that. So, okay, and I want this down here at the base. And that's what this liquid glue lets me wiggle it just a little bit. Here we go. And then I'm going to use this piece right here and put that right there. But you know, I don't, yep, I'm just going to go just like that. I wasn't sure if I would make, cut this down and make it a little narrow, but I'm not. So as you can see, there's not a lot of glue there. There's a few beads, but it doesn't need to have gobs because it is tacky. There we go. And I will trim that here in a minute. See how that's hanging over? Well, I'd rather have it hanging over than too short. So I just flip it and trim it. There we go. Now I want to elevate this. I want to give this some dimension. So I am going to use some dimensionals here. There we go. I've already cut some of the outsides because down. So, you know, let's go ahead and use one of those. And then I want one in the middle, I think. There we go. So it's not pretty, but it doesn't have to be because nobody's going to see this, you know. But it will elevate it. And when it's elevated, it's going to give it a little bit of dimension, I think. Ah, okay, there we go. Got one more release to get off. Yep, looks good. Okay, now I need to get it where I can see it. So I want to be able to see a lot of that paper. So I'm going to actually bring this up here. There we go. Now I want to use a little bit of bling. I have a couple go-to blings right now. One is the brushed brass butterflies, and the other is the classic matte dots. I think I'm going to go with the butterflies. I just think they're the cutest thing, and they are brass, and they've got a little bit of height, but not bad. So they shouldn't, I don't believe they should have an issue as you meld them. Okay, now instead of having to come back here and get this sticky off to get it open, I like slitting it down the side. So all I have to do is reach in and slide it out. That's how I prefer to do it. There's a demonstrator up in, she's up north. I'm not sure where she is from, maybe Wisconsin, but I saw her doing that and I thought, oh, I like that. Nice idea. Okay, I've got a big guy. I'm not sure where I want him, so we'll put it there. I know I want a smaller one down here by my hello. I like doing things in odds, so I'm going to do a third one. And I think I need to get some more putty out, I think. I'll put my third one right there. There we go. So here is a really quick and easy, well, I think it's an easy card, and it's using one of our older stamp sets, but yet it coordinates. That's what's so cool with Stampin' Up. I tell you, their coordination is just wonderful. So here's one, and let me show you a couple more. Okay. So here's one that is very similar. Now, a couple weeks ago, we had a team get-together crafting. And I'm on Brandy Cox's team. And she actually had put a craft day together and came up with some of these designs. So it was so fun as a demonstrator to have somebody else make things. I love designing, but at the same time, I also like putting cards together. And so here's another one. Of course, she used some different stamp sets, but I am using this Timeless Tulips because I already had that. And here is another one. Here, I use the classic matte dots. And that's also this paper. And this here is one of the new embossing folders, the Hive. Now, here's a couple that you have not seen that are different. Here is one, and this is, I actually use the punch on this one. And once again, this is the Flowering Fields paper, but I brought the colors in that are here, but I added some things. Here on this label, I'm gonna hop up here, see if I can see better. See if you can see. I use shimmer white, and I don't know if you've ever used the shimmer cardstock, but it is gorgeous. It has little specks of shimmer. And then I also ran it through the embossing folder, but I used the splats instead of the stripes. See, this is a 2-pack, stripes and splatters, and I used the splats, and I thought that looked really cool. So here was another one. And this last one I made also uses that same paper, but here I die cut using the layering circles, die cut the center out, and I had cut this piece off, and so I added green cardstock and so it's just a little different design, gives you a little different look. And I love this reversible ribbon. So, and once again, I use the butterflies on this one. So here's a few of them and this, once again, this is using the Timeless Tulips. So fun, fun, fun. So I just want to show how things can coordinate. Now there's one other that I wanted to show you that I haven't got to play with much, but it coordinates really cool. And that is this Flowering Rainboots. And see, we got some tulips right here. In fact, let me show you the card. This is the card that I came up with. So this is, once again, the Flowering Fields Designer Series paper. Now I use some dies here. I use the basic border dies, and here, using this bundle, the Flowering Rainboots, is a stamp set and some matching dies, some coordinating dies. Totally fun. I like this, and I'm looking forward to playing with this some more. But here I stamped and die cut the Rainboots. This is actually the Cloud Punch. I thought it gave a little bit of grounding to this card. And then you see these pretty little dudes, this little bling. This is the Silver and Clear Epoxy Essentials. So in the same package, you have clear. You can have raindrops or dots or triangles. No, not triangles, diamonds. Or you have the silver. So fun, fun, fun. Really fun to play with. So, gang, so here are a couple different things that coordinate. And so really, the new thing is the Flowering Fields paper. But of course, and I'm using it with an older stamp set. So use what you've got and see how you can coordinate things. I think that's one of the really fun things. Now, gang, this is how you can get a hold of me. craftingwithsuzy.stampinup.net. This is my host code for March. And this is also, besides contacting me, you can get any of these products here, but also that's where you can find the classes and the things happening. So I wanted to mention the next class is going to be a watercoloring technique class. And it's going to be at the Lebanon Library. So if you're here in Central Indiana, it's March 17th at 2 p.m. or 5:30. And it's like I said, it's all about techniques. So we're going to be using the water painters. I don't know if you've used them much. I enjoy them. So we're going to use several different, we're going to make at least 4, maybe 5 projects. I know 4 for sure, using these different painters. And here's an example. Let me get one out. I've got it in the envelope, so that's not going to help you. And this one, I also use shimmer white, but I watercolored that. So using these water painters and ink, I watercolored that. And here is a card that with some different colors. That is, it's also watercolored. And so that was one. Something that I've done before, and I believe I've showed you, this was, probably a month or 2 ago, with the New Horizons, we use this. And this is watercoloring for the landscape. The greens go into the blues. And here's an example of just some pieces of watercolor paper where I've played with the ink re-inkers and water and this paper and came up with some different things. And so we're going to be doing, we're going to be going through and doing some techniques using these sorts of things. So that is March 17th, gang. So this is where you can RSVP. I will be putting the event up on the on my Facebook page. I've not got that done yet, but I've got the details here at my website. So gang, it has been good seeing you. I hope you're doing fine. Let's lay these things out. So that's the class we've got coming up, and this was our project today. So if you guys have any questions, let me turn on, hey there, Dee. I'm going to turn you around this time. See how that works. There you go. You see my hand. Good. Good deal. You see my hand. So, like I said, I'm sitting, so that's why you're only seeing the head. I'd have to move stuff around to get everything to work well. But hey, I hope you are doing well. If you've got any questions, get a hold of me. I like talking crafts. So, and March 17th is the next class here locally at the Lebanon Library. And reservations, the spots, they need to be paid. $20 is what it is, unless you purchase $35 in product. And then if you purchase $35, then the class is actually free. So, but I need to know by March 15th so I can get your packets together. So, hope you guys are doing good, and I will catch up with you later. See ya. Bye-bye.